Got back on from this disaster. Saw your ghost under the plaster. Hearts in throw and broken to pieces. I'm coming. Lost my way, gave up my treasure. Hit my heart, lost you forever. It's flesh in you that will know our Father. I can't go.
Yeah, I was definitely raised differently than a lot of people, I think, were, unless you were in my very specific situation.
Broke my heart, all that.
It's sort of a necessity is the mother of invention kind of thing, and you know, it just so happened that my parents were blind, and they happened to have two boys that had very healthy eyes. Ways that they got along with each other and with their community of other disabled people is rather different than how you get along with someone who's in the sighted world. You know? So music was that common ground, and it just so happened that they were both involved in music. It didn't matter that my mother, you know, couldn't see me, couldn't look in my eyes. It mattered only the time that we were, you know, singing the song together or harmonizing. Showing me something on the guitar or something like that.
Lost my way.
There's something about kind of hitting someone softly that I think always carries a little bit more weight than just coming out right. And those records do that, you know. When James Taylor sings Fire and Rain, I mean, you could reimagine that song as a really hard rock song if it was arranged in a different way, and the message would be loud and clear. But because he did it in such a soft and understated way, it's almost more powerful, I think. When I recorded the Sparrow record, I didn't want there to be hope in it. You know, I wanted everybody to understand how absolutely awful this experience was, so that somebody that was considering doing the same thing would, you know, run away terrified from the idea, and the people that had been through it would be able to connect with the honesty. They would know I wasn't sugarcoating something. So, you know, yeah, there is hope there, and in retrospect, I'm glad that it's there, because, you know, the record would only be telling one side of the story if it wasn't. You know, it's been a few years, and I try to stay committed to writing only with the experience that I have. So I'm doing better than I was before. You know, I've put a lot of work into letting go a lot of guilt and dealing with a lot of mistakes, and I find myself waking up and not necessarily hating myself for the world as much as I was a few years ago. So you know, the balance is sort of tipped now, and there's a little bit more rightness and you know, a focus on more curative things than disease things.